presented by Progressive. We have rolled into Oxford for a top 25 tilt. Two teams desperate for wins, as this is the SEC on ESPN. Ole Miss started the SEC slate 4-0. They've since lost 4 of 5. The Wildcats of Kentucky have lost 3 of 4, including that emotional cliff fall against a ton of it. Williams and Dia jump, and it's Williams who's been outstanding in the absence of Butler and Carr. Carr is expected to play tonight. Williams right to the hole, hard, and he had it ripped away from him. Take a look at the Ole Miss lineup as Pedulla goes into the paint and will draw the foul. Boy, you talk about toughness, Jimmy. We had a massive game against number 1 Auburn. They lost by 10 to him. He had 29, 195, a transfer from Virginia Tech. And it's 2. They got to get it over in 10, and there's more pressure, and they just get it over.
The last 2 ball games without Lamont Butler, Kentucky more turnovers than assists. That is a major concern against this team in red.
Robinson's been terrific the last 2 games, averaging over 18. His first 3 is way short, and there's a rebound, and they will push again. Murray goes to the corner, and it's the 3 that finds the bottom. Trey Davis knocks it down from straight away, and a really good start in front of the home fans.
That kid does a little bit of everything. One of Chris Beard's best athletes. Ole Miss not afraid to shoot that trail 3.
Williams, jump hook in the lane, so difficult. This, he had an opportunity. Almanor is about 4 or 5 feet off of him, and he didn't shoot it. Morrell will. Too strong, big rip on the offensive board by Davis. Now he tries to go to work in the paint. Tough fall away, finds the net.
Defense, as much motion as they have, players coming together. One mistake, and Kentucky will get good looks.
Williams backs in, he goes to the right hand, and wait a minute, you're going to show the right hand tonight.
How good has he been as the play initiator up top? Kentucky's one of their leading assist guys with over 3 a game, but man, is he a load inside with his back to the basket.
It reminded you of the Thero move against Kentucky when he went with his left hand in that second half. Williams goes opposite hand right. Dia will launch a 3, and that is right.
Causing a lot of havoc against Kentucky early.
Both those guys that just came in, Kentucky kids, and both superstar high school players. Morrell working hard on the baseline. That's an easy layup. It ended up not being contested. And a terrific start for Ole Miss, shooting over 60%.
Morrell has been so productive for a guy that does not practice. Difficult for him, difficult for this Ole Miss team. They're managing it well.
Williams finds the 3 ball in the corner, and that one finds the bottom, and that's a terrific shot. Had the advantage as his man was on the floor. Loose ball deflected by Williams, but it ends up in the hands of Morrell. Morrell, one of a handful of guys with over 1,000 points on this team. And how about that shot from the left?
That is how we can control the pace of this game, especially with offensive rebounds.
No way, the floater no good, followed it up. It's a loose ball, it's picked up by Pedulla, and he will try to push it. Andrew Carr's into the game, so is Brandon Garrison for Kentucky. So they go with some size, and Carr had it all the way around. Everybody touched it. Perry unable to get his shot off. Ole Miss has 6 field goals, 5 assists, and Owe a 3 to settle it down maybe.
Well, you're going to guard Owe.
Good cut by Brakefield. Then he goes to try to draw the foul on Garrison, and Garrison wasn't fighting. Perry, pretty play to Garrison, who is behind the D. Brandon in double digits in nearly every game he's playing. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Brakefield's going to have to shoot it. Step back 3, got it!
There's my shot fake. I'm telling you, Ole Miss, and especially Brakefield, they are phenomenal at selling that shot fake and getting rid of that defensive pressure.
4 3-point field goals to start for Ole Miss in this one. Owe.
If we get a stop, we can start to take control of the pace of this game, but he's trying to keep his guys calm. You can tell they're a little bit rattled right now.
Spin move in the paint, fade away, over Carr. That's a tough shot, but it's a good one for Drake.
And they switch 1 through 5 and try to get you standing instead of moving, and it becomes a one-on-one game like Brea is trying to do right now, and it will not work.
Robinson thought about it. He finds Carr, and he lays it up and in.
That's the action you have to have, Rabbi, some type of a two. He was the #1 high school player out of Brazil in 2024. Experienced on that under-19 team.
Maury at 5'11" kicks it back to Dio, thinks about it. Now he penetrates and what? Went right around Williams, and Robinson was slow for them.
If you can't drive that pressure off, Kentucky, the team in red is going to continue to climb right up into you.
Brea, nice pass to Carr, and yes, they did get the foul. Really good pass from Brea.
Well, Brea broke that pressure.
Moving well tonight. He told us he turned a corner with his back spasms that have been limiting his play and practice time. I was hesitating because I wasn't practicing, but he's cleared the mental and physical hurdles, and now he's feeling more like himself.
Yeah.
Well, you talked about, both you guys, about how difficult it is not to practice. Carr missed practice. Morrell, who Molly talked about at the top, misses practices and plays in games. That's a hard thing to do.
And now Kentucky, their first zone action by Kentucky. Mark Pope just trying to find an answer to switch this game, and it doesn't work. Ole Miss knows against the 1-3-1. Throw that ball side to side, get it to the corner, and you will have a wide open look.
And they have been terrific from outside. Morrell knocks that one down. They lob it down low to Williams. He's real deep. He kicks it out. Here's Carr. And he will shoot 2 more.
I just made a shot, so I feel like talking on the defensive end. Not a good reason. The third reason you
Getting set to come in for Carr. And he won't be able to come in yet as he through the first half. Ole Miss at home. Coming in at 5-4 in conference after winning their first 4. Spin move, and he's going to get fouled, so Carr will come out having picked up the foul, and that will send to the free throw line Jamin Brakefield.
Kentucky team to win, and this Brakefield kid leads the charge.
Let's flush that out a little bit. And when they win, he'll be happy because he knows how desperately they are.
Right hand on that layup attempt.
Cale Brown James is into the game. He was on the floor. Now he's back up, and that's going to be a look at a three-point play.
And you saw the frustration of Kentucky. All 5 guys raising their hands, backside cutter. Ole Miss early, Rabbi, getting anything they want.
A lot of cutting.
See, they are complete on both ends of the floor.
Brakefield drives. Kicks and a floater in the lane. Boy, they're getting easy shots in the paint.
You can't
get the layup. Largest lead, and it could grow, and this place is going to explode if it does, but it's not here. And watch Williams push it. Robinson needed it, and he got it.
And Williams stepped awkward.
Great game.
I mean, Duke's got a chance to run the table in the ACC. That might be the one game that could trip them up. You and I were there when that Clemson team beat Kentucky, and that Little John can get rocking now.
Tough shot. Boy, they continue to make shots. That one right over the outstretched arms of Robinson. It's David Barnes who knocked it down. Where are they going to get their points from against this defense? Williams appears to be healthy as he drives all the way to the basket.
Well, they just play with a wide floor coming out of the timeout, and let Williams operate one-on-one up top. He's a 7-foot point guard. Not on the finalist for the Cousy Award, by the way.
Yeah, Dia was open underneath. He could be, and they make another one. It's Morrell. They have scored on 75% of their possessions, and that's how you get to 38 with about 7 minutes to go in the first half. Jackson Robinson on the other end.
Ravi, you have to burn that pressure off in some form. We got a mismatch, Williams does right now.
That ball was deflected out of his hands by the tenacious defense again of Ole Miss. Morrell, Dia. He will shoot 2. It was that way last year, obviously, under John Calipari. They could score, they couldn't defend.
So as a result, Jackson Robinson is forced to play the point on offense.
Garrison goes to the left and no good, but he deflects it back out, stays alive for Brea. Looked good, and it was good.
That was reload threes for Kentucky. One of 13 guys in Division I basketball that's hit double figures every game. That's how consistent Oweh has been.
Dia back into the game, and he will launch from the free throw line.
Rev, you got to know Dia can make that.
Go with Williams. Robinson picks it up and sends one across court. He got lucky to get that through to Brea, who will launch way off to the right. Step in, Morrell knocks another one down, and Morrell now largest deficit of the year, 16 points. Another weak pass, and watch out, Dia lays it up and in.
That is one big dude, man.
It's another turnover. And the layup was missed. Turnovers in this game. Kentucky 6, Ole Miss none. Robinson quiet the crowd a little bit. They do that with 3. Jalen Murray can handle, man. 5'11", gets low to the ground, takes it down deep into the paint. Now looks for an outlet. He's left wide open. That killed him.
That's just a lack of toughness. And it has not happened for the visitors so far in this game.
Morrell, another ball fake, another 3,
Yeah.
and another basket. They are doing whatever they want. Trying to pitch a perfect game in this first half with turnovers where they have none. Now about 7 on the clock. Now 4. Murray. Whoop, all the way and up and in, and a fitting chance to end this half with a 3-point play.
Inability to stay in front of people. Now, this kid took St. Peter's all the way to the Elite 8. And he's a tough customer. What a half by the Rebels.
And Garrison was unaware of how much time was even left in the first half.
Lost, but you could see Pope incredibly disheartened. The energy was low for Kentucky, for all of them coming out of the locker room.
It was, Molly. Thank you very much. Ole Miss makes 8 threes a game this season. They had 9 in the first half. Just for some context on how dominant they were, and they had so many shots in the paint and at the rim. Easy. Dia, 3. Uh-oh, it's starting again as he knocks down another.
So out of the halftime timeout, Ole Miss's first possession, Kentucky allows a standstill catch and stick 3.
Dia's got 13. They went to double Williams, and he found Oweh on the baseline for a dunk.
There's not a better passing big in college ball than Williams.
The season, Malik Dia had made 7 threes, I should say in conference. He's got 2 more tonight, and Morrell also finds nothing but the nylon. The shooting in the first half was very, very impressive. And they're 11 of 19 from three-point land. It's another dunk for Kentucky. That was against Purdue. They got 11 right now. Dia, he got it. Wow. What a show Malik Dia is putting on tonight. Beard brought that up with the interview with Molly. And how significant an impact Knight had on Beard and his coaching style. Brea decides to take it by himself, and he gets that nice roll with a soft touch.
Good job by Brea to do something off the bounce. Ole Miss was just continuing to drop that big that came over to cover up the ball, and Brea just continued to take it right at him.
Ole Miss 3 for 3 so far this half. Murray, backdoor cut and a dunk. Morrell flushed it in. Are going to be asked about Kentucky's defense, with or without Lamont Butler. Almanor doesn't have a point. He hasn't taken a shot on another layup for Kentucky.
Easy. I know he missed it, but a flash to the elbow after 1 or 2 passes.
Good pass, and Brea, another big dunk, and he saves himself. Well, for a team that shoots a lot of threes, they've identified the ability to get in the paint. With a handful of dunks to start the half, but they've got to figure out a way to stop Ole Miss offensively. Off the window it goes for Davis. Another easy bucket.
Play work against Ole Miss. They've already gotten it 3 times in this second half.
Davis pulls up again, knocks that down. A lot of head shaking on the Kentucky sideline at how hard. You certainly half expected that to go in, as difficult a shot as it was.
Yeah, Ole Miss didn't run any offense on that possession. They pound that ball up top without a purpose.
Oweh. He will go to the free throw line. It got hit in the.
Man, they have blended beautifully in this game tonight.
Their confidence is building. It is up to you to stop it. He wants to take back control of this game.
Crazy good all year, averaging 26 a game.
Yeah, that Tennessee team has been so close this year to a couple of top 10 wins. I was there last week when they took on South Carolina. Got it down to a one-possession game late in the game. This does not look like it's shaping up to be a last possession game. Matthew Murrell, for a guy that doesn't practice, it's hard to put into words how difficult it is to not have any game rhythm practice and to come out and produce like he has.
Well,
with the grab.
Right out of the inbounds, that shot is missed, and they have numbers. Breakfield's behind the defense. Garrison is going to end up going to the line.
Hard back cuts. He's gotten stuff done at the rim where they did not get it done in the first half.
And the big one is actually Almanor, who's been really, really steady. Hasn't taken. One of the glaring differences, too, in this game. Both Murray and Padula can handle the ball with the best of them, which has led to the fewest turnovers we've seen in a game. And Dia throws it up with the left after getting fouled. They call that on Carr. Their 6-game road trip against Young and the Hawks at 7 Eastern. And then, when you heard about that deal, what was your quick reaction to it?
Yeah, they could use Anthony Davis in Oxford right now, right?
There's about 5 of them.
One of 3 freshmen to win National Player of the Year.
Carr finds Robinson. That's the guy you want to take that shot. He knocks down a 3.
They're at their best.
Padula sees a lane, and then he dumps it off, and a rebound is to Kentucky. He missed an easy one. Great pass. Carr finds, cutting off a backdoor pass. Padula by Perry, and he gets it to go. Travis Perry had him go right by him.
Yeah, Ravi, even in that zone, man, you got to stay in front of that ball.
Not a good foul.
Eddyville, Kentucky. They actually built a barn first and put a basketball that his father built and put that floor down. And Travis Perry.
They're not shocked. His dad, Ryan, was the man. He's the head coach at Lyon County High School, where he won the state fires. That's short. And a run out for Padula. Crosses over Robinson, then pulls it back out. Right up, and that's a tough one. Oh,
down and pass and pick you apart off that back down as well.
Here's Robinson. He got a chance for a 4-point play. Foul on Murray.
Man, that is a big, big shot. Quick as the Lanier kid at Tennessee. He doesn't need a lot of time. A big scoring guard that's been forced to play the point position, and Murray is an undersized guy. I like his effort to challenge his
point shooting specialist, and he now has gone, and when he rips it, he likes to dribble that ball up the court. 15-point advantage for Ole Miss. This is a big trip. Williams deep in the paint, throws it up and in.
That's what I'm talking about, that isolation.
Kentucky scored a field goal on 5 of their last 7 trips. Brown Jones will launch a 3. That's too strong, and Oweh is going to get fouled. Jimmy, things are changing here in a second.
His last time out, head coach Chris Beard reminded his team, you need to believe that you can win this game.
Yeah, that's interesting, is it not?
It sure is. Yeah. 5 different Rebels are in double figures tonight. Murray deep, and he's gonna pick up the foul on Jackson Robinson. Peters, he takes him deep into the NCAA tournament.
Last year in SEC play, look up their 15th team in the country. They'd be hot tomorrow night, just like this building is.
Williams backing Murrell down. He reached in, and that is not going to sit well with Hottie Toddy here tonight.
No, but I like Mark Pope again going to Williams. And why I say that?
Stuffing the stat sheet. Morrell stepped.
How good of a passer and a ball mover he is. He's got 8 tonight.
Against Williams, throws it up, and he's denied. Williams, Carr.
And those two are really good together in transition. Finding each other, looking.
Against Murray. And he does it again. Davis, difficult shot,
Wow.
and it goes.
I mean, that was a pretty good defense by
Morrell, baseline kick, wide open, 3, Padula. Too strong, that's 1 stop. Brea will pull up. Hey!
Damn,
That
yes,
makes it
sir.
a high arcing 3.
That was a big-time throw-ahead pass, though, by Kentucky to find Brea sprinting to that slot.
What a fight Kentucky has
No
put
doubt.
up here in the second half.
No doubt.
12-point deficit, shooting 62%. Murray. Boy, he has come up huge here in the second half. Would be incredible comeback. Owe hard. And he shot it under the rim, but he got his own rebound and laid it up and in.
Just outworked Ole Miss that time. And a good job by Carr initially to seal his guy off and have a driving lane for Owe to get to the rim.
The 87 points that Ole Miss has, the most against a Kentucky team since 1990.
Well, that's a big zone Kentucky has on the floor right now. Big guards up top. And it gets late in the possession. Now they go man.
Yeah, Padula thinks he has a lane. Brea can't defend it. Good. You're the Prince. The next day in this league, you're the Frog.
Yeah.
Or said another way, one day you're the Peacock, and then the other day you're the Feather Duster.
He said, but no one understands that one anymore. We do.
We get Feather Dusters.
Yeah, and he understands the importance of that pull-up jump shot. Oh, Ole Miss, 24 assists and 1 turnover in the game.
Very balanced scoring all night from Ole Miss as they go over the 90-point mark against Kentucky for the first. Owe will step into that 3. That's off. And the rebound, Ole Miss. Robinson picks up the foul.
Owe has a little hitch in his shot from that 3-point line, which causes him to be so inconsistent. That's why you rondo him. And boy, Chris Beard is a program builder.
Per game over their opponent. The number's going to go up. According to Mark Pope, we're going to get him back. They believe they're going to get him back. He was wearing a big brace on his left shoulder today.
Yep.
He was participating in shoot-around, albeit very gingerly and slowly. You know, sort of a part-time participant.
No one cares what you have or what you don't have.
All of which, again, challenging.
Well, the challenge for Mark Pope right now is to get his guys.
Padula tried his darndest to stay in front of Owe, who had that shot go in, but I don't know if he's going to give it to him. And take a look at the Arkansas's win over Kentucky. At Kentucky, there are some confounding games.
Yeah, there are. He understands the assignment, and he's not going to back away from it. You know why he was hired at Kentucky, to hang banners, and there's still a team offensively that's as good as we have in the country. Come in again, the 3rd best offense efficiency that we have in college basketball, but you're going to make it at 22 against Ole Miss last year. Made an impression, obviously, on the Ole Miss. So Amari Williams is 1 assist away from a double-double.
A triple-double.
A triple-double,
Triple-double.
yeah.
Morrell in traffic, and you can see the joy he takes in at Auburn on the 26th as they try to return the
Legit chance they could put 13 teams in the NCAA tournament. 13. He will not be any fewer than 11. And there's multiple teams in this league that are legit Final Four contenders, if not national contenders.
Williams wanted to throw that thing down, and he
makes his free throws at a pretty good clip.
just going for 19, 10 rebounds, 11 assists.
Well, Kentucky's going to lose the game, but Ravi, I do think they have kind of recaptured who they are. A bad game, certainly a bad half against Arkansas on the defensive end. And that's a lot of stress when you're shoved out of position.
That back. You don't you think they need to win a game in order to get that back? You're making the point that they don't need to win. They needed to play well. I wonder, for a psyche of a kid at Kentucky, we got to win. We need a result with a W.
Is that an assist? Is that an assist by Williams?
I think it was a Williams assist, which would give him a triple-double. Let's take a look. And they're going to credit Williams with a good pass to Owe, and it was an assist.
I'm going to applaud.
Amari Williams.
Triple-double, you don't see that too often.
12 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists.
Finalist list. You could make a case for him to be on there as much as he's the primary play starter for Kentucky.
Ole Miss has got 5 seconds, and they're 2 points away from 100, and they will not get it yet. That ball deflected off Williams. Got to think they're going to just ice this game out.
I know Kentucky did a good job in the second half to fight back, but you can't dig a hole in this league that deep and expect to get out of it. And Ole Miss, ranked 25th in the country, they are a complete team. Our first time to see them in person all year. We know what they do defensively this year. They're one of the top 40 offenses. Multiple guys can stick shots.
It'll end at 98, and it'll end at 84. Total domination for Ole Miss, and that will do it for us here on a Super Tuesday. For Jimmy Dykes, Molly McGrath, our producer Scott Matthews, and our director Scott Johnson, I'm Carl Rabbit saying so long from Oxford. It is TG.